This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Ready, ready! 30 base. Pilot, 64, win.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tomlinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
50, plant. Topper!
Hatchet.
Hey, Alpha. They go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That one's complete to Tomlinson. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, team 6.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
Mike 57. I'm here all day. I'm
6-6. Bullet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
3, 218, chopper. Go. Snap.
Here's second and 8. Flushed out right. And incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Yo, go. Goodbye.
To throw on third down. Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10, touchdown LA. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Brings up second and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Wahoo!
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. All right.
Here we go.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, let's get there. 57's Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
57's the Mike.
Big grip. Big grip.
Looking to throw. Howell. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Howell. It's caught, Jones. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
Yes. Go.
On first down, Howell. Complete to Jones. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop it.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Here's Tomlinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's go. 30 base.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
They toss it to Tomlinson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So,
true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But in this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Bravo.
Jones now throwing again. And finding the tight end Hooper. A very solid gain of 27. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. We got it. Let's go.
Throwing Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Twist on Travis.
Sit. Slam.
Hey, Echo. Go.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Watch the curl.
Hey. Now.
From the gun, Howell. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Zoo.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he completes it to Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Operating from the gun. Powell. Caught by Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. Crouch.
General West.
Crouch.
Yo, go. Hey, Haywood. Go.
From the gun, Powell. On the left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
On the double.
57's right. Get the ball.
Looking to throw. Powell. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
It's a pickup of 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
57. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, orbit. Look at me. Zip that.
Throwing on first down. Powell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Blue draw quarter.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Man, I got you. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To try again after the sack. Jones. They've got his man complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You know, 36, 36. Deuce, 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 deuce. Watch twins. Watch twins.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Big Dan.
Look. Squeeze.
Switch. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch that.
Fair. Deep river.
Jones. Off play action. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones, off the play fake. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
64, weak, go.
Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tight end right. 3 down, 3.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Operating from the gun, Howell. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Strong right. 4 down, 4 down. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Protein spill.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
He don't know no better. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
57's Mike.
Snap.
From the gun, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Got it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2.
They'll hand this to Tomlinson running right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Set, ready. 10-2 stop. Topper.
Slam.
Ready.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Let's go.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
On the ready.
Watch 98.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Wahoo.
Check Check four. Check nine.
Leo. Get it.
Off play action. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tomlinson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field, Matt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Howell. Rodgers brings it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Howell. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howell is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
General West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Ready.
From the gun, Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 37, check 37.
Hey, high 7.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Lead dribble, lead dribble.
On 1st and 10, Howell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Bravo.
57.
Hey. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Howell. It's caught. Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Hey, Echo.
57, Mike 57. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howell. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Howell going up top. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go.
On fourth down, Powell. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Down. 70, Indy. Topper. Ready?
Off the play fake. Jones. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 25 yards that time. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
Here's Jones on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
57 to Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Here we go on second and 12. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be third and 5.
Mike 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, Powell. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Stop me out here.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On first down, Powell. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Come down. 50 plays.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down. Powell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Powell. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
On 4th down, Powell. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu. And it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
6-man. Check curls, check curls.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones now operating from the gun. And he's going to go down again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jones throwing on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Nice 57, 57's right.
X3, 218, chop it.
You think you gonna get this? 57's the mic, rock 57.
Yes.
57, Mike, 50.
Go out.
I got one.
Shoot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for our visitors, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough.